I finally saw that on screen. Hi, welcome back to One-on-One, and I've been informed by some friends that they have been trying to call and yet the phone is on fax tone, so I have no idea right now what the valid number is. But if you have any messages, please don't hesitate to text me, and I will read it on the air. You can call us, of course, on 637-3576. The PG is not part of the phone number. Okay, but then to go back to our discussion here, we've been talking to Catherine Lanzona and to Willie Jose. Willie was telling us all about natural family planning as being a way of life, and I think now we're going to go into details about what it is, because I think there's some confusion about what it is. No?
Yeah. Actually, family planning. First of all, my wife and I, we practiced family planning. Natural family planning. We planned for 4 children, and fortunately we're blessed with exactly 4 children. I would have wanted more, but you know, you accept what the Lord gives you. Naturally, family planning is actually what nature built. It's already built into the system by nature. It doesn't cost you anything. You know, it doesn't in any way put at risk the women. You know, it just requires some communication and understanding between couples. And
now this is very interesting, because the way that you're describing it as if it were easy to communicate or to teach. Now, I know you didn't want to describe it as some sort of method, but then could you please give us some idea of precisely how it is done?
Natural family planning, the modern natural family planning, by the way, is based on the Billings ovulation method, because that's a common misconception right now, that natural family planning is based on the calendar method. No, that is false, no? Because the calendar or the rhythm method is the shall we say, the Jurassic equivalent of today's natural family planning. So natural family planning is based on the observation of the woman by nature's signs in her body, and everybody can do it. You know, we can teach it in one cycle, and it doesn't cost anything. And actually, there was this study in China that
China,
yes, that it was used in China, and it was the effectiveness used was even better than the artificial methods.
China, if you don't mind my saying so, just to briefly go into, it's a secular society. I mean, there is no religion there.
So
they're using it there?
Yes, as I was saying, the natural family planning, it can transcend, you know, it can transcend beliefs, it can transcend, because the principle is universal. You know, that you have to make use of nature. You know, it's there, and it's also very easy to understand. Actually, the study concluded that even illiterate women and found it very easy to
I'm sure those who are educated, of course, have an easier time trying to...
No, the irony is the educated persons find it hard to understand, because they were so overconfident, you know, and it was the reverse, that the simply educated ones were the first and were more effective in it.
Okay, later on, you're going to have to give me more information on this one. I hope this is readily available over the internet.
Okay.
But then, if you notice, this is a very constructive way of looking on the entire issue of reproductive health. Instead of telling us about what you cannot do, these are constructive ways of trying to preserve a way of life. Catherine, to go back to that, you're talking about homeschooling your children, and if you don't mind my saying so, there are a lot of ways to homeschool children. Do you advocate a particular way of homeschooling?
I don't understand what
is this homeschooling, for example, does this have a name? Do you have a particular brand that you... I'm sorry, I know very little about homeschooling. Pasensya na lang po, because I was educated for the longest time. Atenista po ako. I've been educated in the Ate de Manila, the Jesuit system of education, from practically cradle up to now. So I don't have any experience of a homeschooling. So you're gonna have to guide me through it.
Okay. First of all, I got interested in homeschooling because my husband and I lived in the States for a while. And I did meet a lot of homeschoolers there, and I loved them. They were very family-oriented. A lot of them were very God-centered, etc. And I said, I want to take this home with me, because by that time we were thinking of going home already. I didn't think it was possible here. But eventually I found someone who was doing it here. So that gave me a lot of confidence, and I did it. I'm Catholic, and well, it's my belief and my husband's belief too that we should live as Catholics. So we chose a Catholic homeschool program because I think, being your faith, you live your faith. So, but other people have other kinds of homeschooling. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be faith-based.
Very good. And I think at this point we have a caller. Of course, I'm just acting this out. We have a caller on the line. Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, yes. Good evening.
Good evening. Ako si Nicole from Quezon City. And,
Hello, medyo mahina. Could we get some volume? Pasensya na lang po. No, you're coming in very, very weak. Could we have some more volume on that?
hello?
Yes?
Yes,
Good evening.
yes.
Go ahead, please.
I have a question regarding sex education. Hello?
Yes, do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question regarding sex education. A friend of mine is teaching elementary level. I can't hear. Enough, no? Oo, kasi nag-i-echo eh.
Yeah, perhaps we can get a better line on that one. Again, my apologies to whoever was calling. We didn't even get your name. That's the bad part about it, no. But then I think it was a question related to education in matters of sex education. Okay. What are your thoughts on an education which touches on sex? Are there any guidelines that you have somehow stumbled on or experienced in your lives which have proven very effective in rearing your families? Let's start with Willie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Ting Ting had a very good point earlier. She said that the parents are the primary influence, parents are the primary light. And it's actually interesting because I have a 3-year-old son who I think is influencing more than I influence him. So, but the thing is,
Sorry. It's okay.
It's obvious and it's well known that the primary right of parents is already enshrined in the Constitution, for example. Says there that to rear the children is the primary right of the parents.
Thank you very much. Sorry, Willie, I hate to interrupt you. I hate interrupting people, but